Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, watching us from across the world in Liberia, in the diaspora, wherever uh, you may be watching us from, this is Spoon TV Live. I'm here with other media institutions from Gbarnga, and of course KMTV is here as well. So we are now about to have a very short conversation with the CEO of the Liberian Advocates for Change through Social Justice and Human Rights. As you may know, this organization was recently launched in Liberia, specifically in Lofa and Bong counties. And of course, today is the climax of the launch in this part of the country. So let's now go to the CEO of this organization to tell us more about what has been the outcome of, the places we've been. Hello, Mr. Tano.
How do you do? And thanks for having me.
Yeah, for the benefit of the people watching, just give a brief introduction of yourself and your organization.
I am Emmanuel Biantano, founder and CEO of Liberian Advocates for Change through Social Justice and Human Rights. So, I think you want to know more about this organization and what we intend to achieve.
So,
now, in this country, we are almost, I can say, at least 173 years old since we gained independence. But one thing about it in my mind is that our country is not going forward in terms of development. So, we decided as an organization to bring about change. We talk about change every time, but we want tangible change. So what we did, we decided to do some research. And reading our Constitution, Article 1, for instance, says that all power is inherent in us. So what do we do with that power? Is to create a framework of government for our safety and for our happiness. So today, we do have the kind of government we've chosen. We say a democratic system of government. But how do we know that our democracy is actually a democracy? So Article 1 further says that in order to ensure a democratic government which responds to the wishes of the governed, so that clause in the Constitution we have overlooked for the past 173 years. And that's why we are in some of the predicaments that we are in today. So how do we solve that problem? How do we have Liberians make wishes, the government make wishes in a democratic way, because we have a democratic government? So our organization came up with a system where Liberians can be able to make wishes. Now, what we did, we created a platform, a website, wakeupliberia.com. At the bottom here, we have wakeupliberia.com. That's what we created. And what does this platform do? You now have the right, or you now have the opportunity, wherever you are as Liberian, to log on this platform. It's a prototype. Log on this platform, make wishes. Issues that are immediate to you. Is it healthcare? Is it the economy? Is it the road connectivity? Whatever you wish to see happen in Liberia, you can now make those wishes on our website. Now, at the end of the day, the website is going to catalog those issues that you have selected in order of magnitude. That is, if we want healthcare, for instance, and majority across Liberia are talking about they want healthcare, the website is going to log that, number one. Those that talk about the economy, if they come second, that's going to be logged, number two. Now, what are we doing? We have made our wishes. We have taught our people how to make the wishes democratically. It's through our voting. We are voting for the issues on the website. And then what is going to happen is that we're going to hold, or we are creating a requirement for our government to be democratic. In order to do so, we need 3 laws. Okay. And these laws are, 1, before we vote, 2 months before we vote, those issues that we have selected from this platform, or the platform that we are advocating the government to put in place, those issues will be sent to the Election Commission or an independent commission.
Okay.
Now, The second law we are advocating for is that on the day of inauguration, after we shall have voted, those issues will be turned over to the incoming government. And the third law we are advocating for is that the incoming government now will prioritize those issues. Those are the issues they are going to resolve first during their tenure. And the question now is, the issues that we are talking about. In Liberia today, we understand that almost 75% of the population is uneducated. So what about those who don't have the means of logging onto the website? We also are advocating that there should be an independent commission which will have the responsibility also to create offices, to have offices in all the districts in the 15 counties. In that way, those who cannot read and write, those who don't have computer, they can go to that office with their voter registration card, and then they can have their voices heard because there will be employees there to help them make their voices heard. Another question now is that these laws that we are asking for, are they constitutional? Yes, those laws are constitutional. Article 5, subsection A states that the legislature, our lawmakers, shall enact laws promoting national unification and the encouragement of all citizens to participate in government. Now, by the people making their wishes, which is constitutional in Article 1, that is a way of the people to participate in the decision-making process of their government, because now they are the employer. And those leaders that are coming in, those that are voted in office are employees. So now they will have a job description. Before they vote, no one is going to lie to them again. No one is going to give them promises. This time we are not voting based on promises, which we have today. We are now going to be voting based on the issues. So, if, let's say for instance, across Liberia, 1 million people are talking about one issue, road connectivity. That is unity among the people. That's something that we all hold in common. You may be from a different political group or a different political party. That's your constitutional right. But when the roads are connected, it's not limited to the political group that won the election. It is everybody that is going to enjoy from good roads. And that's what Article 7 is talking about. The resources of this country should be shared equally among the people. So in that way, we are going to be united. In that way, we are going to be able to take part in the decision-making process of our government. So that is why our organization, or that is what our organization is all about. We are not asking for votes. We do not want any political group. We are not part of any political group. We don't want offices, political, power. That's not what we want. The welfare of the Liberian people, it is our concern. We want to develop our country. We want to build our nation and unite our people. If you look today, our country is divided. Politics has divided us. You have husband and wife. They cannot speak to each other because of politics. We want to mitigate that. Protests, negative energy on the internet, everywhere. That's destroying our country because that scares investors from coming into our country. Now, unemployment is going to go up. We are trying as an organization to mitigate those negative effects that we are having today. So that is what this organization is about. Now, somebody may ask, what about logistics, funding? At this point, we have been to almost 14 districts now. The day before yesterday, we launched in Zozo district. We launched in Salaye district. We went to Palala district. We went to Swakoko district in Bong County. Today, we are in Gbarnga city. Now, so far, building this website or this platform and funding the transportation, the hotels, food, whatever you may call it, is all my initiative. It's all my sponsorship. So I'm calling on everyone, well-meaning Liberians, even President Weah, I'm calling on you and other lawmakers, other politicians, well-meaning Liberians to join this organization so that we can have a better country. We can build a better future for our children, let us put politics aside for 1 minute and think about issues that we all hold in common to unite us. We've been to war. Right now, it's not officially campaign time, but it feels like war already. People are stoning each other. People are yelling and screaming and insulting each other. This is not the kind of Liberia we want. We want peace in our country. We've been to war. We don't want to threaten the fragile peace we have in this country. Let us come together as one people. So please join us. Other organizations, I'm calling on the UN, UNDP, join us, partner with us, so that we can make Liberia a better place, because this is the only place we have. We are one people. Let us build a better future for our children.
Okay, Mr. Tano, your idea, is actually a very splendid one. But one thing here is that a lot of advocacy organizations, bring a lot of good ideas, a lot of good propositions to be legislated by our lawmakers. But unfortunately, our lawmakers see those propositions, as something that's going to be a kind of setback for them tomorrow once legislated. So how optimistic are you that those laws that you just talked about are going to pass through the legislature safely?
Well, that's the bureaucracy we have in the system today, and that's the one carrying us behind.
Okay.
First of all, before a lawmaker gets in office today, the system we have, they get in office, we vote for them based on promises. They will say, I will do this for you, I will do that for you. So when they get in office, we have nothing to hold them back. But this time, the power is going to be in the hands of the people. There's no more brown envelopes. That time is over. It is the people that are saying, and that is the reason we are going to all of the districts in the 15 counties. Because every district is represented by one individual, a representative. So we were in Zaza, and the people in Zaza welcome this idea. They welcome these laws that will help them take them out of poverty. If we present the petition, okay, for example, and the representative of a particular district refuses or wants to play politics with these laws, which are constitutional under Article 5, now Article 1 says that these people, then it means they are not democratic. At that time, and in such manner, under the Constitution, we the people shall have the right to cause our public servants to leave office. So this is not about bureaucracy anymore. Okay. The power, we are trying to empower the masses, the Liberian people, to take charge of their own governing system, which Article 1 is saying that's what we need to do. If we want our system to be democratic, in order to test it, we have to give wishes. That will be job description this time. We know that the government cannot solve all the problems we have in Liberia. There are way too many. But we know those issues that are immediate to us. We know those issues that we are suffering from in our communities, in our districts, in our towns. We can focus the attention of the government during their tenure to resolve those issues. And when it is resolved, for example, I said the road connectivity is going to be done. Every major highways in every county will have quota. If we say healthcare, every major hospitals in every county will have drugs. We have the manpower, we have the technology, we have the equipment. Today, our healthcare system, our healthcare workers are overburdened. In some hospitals, you have one nurse taking care of 30 patients. You have one doctor taking care of 100 patients. What if we have life-threatening emergency? You cannot divide a doctor into two. That's why our people are dying. So those are issues we want to mitigate. These are going to come from the Liberian people. If you want the senator or your representative's salary to reduce, there's no need to play politics and divisive politics, insulting and hurting each other. No, let's put a law into place, and then you can go on the platform. You are hiring your senator, you are hiring your government officials. Do you want to reduce, or you want to decide how much you want to pay them? If you don't want to pay them 15,000, but you want to pay them 3,000, All you need to do, go on the platform, make that suggestion. Those who agree with you will also agree with you. And if it comes fresh, it's part of the 5 or 6, whatever we will choose to be the job description for that particular government that is coming in. It is going to be sent to the Election Commission or Independent Commission, and it will be notarized. The incoming government, it means they agree. They are coming for a job, and this is what they are going to be paid. There will be no hauling and pulling. The too much protest will be minimized. Insults will be minimized. Tearing down each other, the image of the country will be minimized. So that is what this organization is all about, to create a level field for all Liberians to participate in the interest or in the decision-making process of their government. Because today you can see there's a total disconnect between the government and its people and their problems.
We take one from KM.
I mean, this kind of activities to ensure the implementation, you will encounter a lot of challenges, owing to the fact that it has the name of somehow you will talk about election matter and how people should vote. Now, there are people who over the past have felt disenchanted about the kind of way, quote unquote, they have been treated by their lawmakers. Again, going back, and once you're using the word vote this or election matter, they sometimes want to shy away. Now, how have you been coping with those you've already met in Lofa and Bong County as well?
That's a very good question. Now, so far, wherever we've gone to Lofa, it was welcoming. Everyone likes it. We came to Bong County, the districts in Bong County, people welcome us. We have been to
Swakoko.
No, that's in Bong County.
Okay.
We're talking about the other county from here.
Magibi
County.
Okay.
Welcoming. We've been to Cape Mount. Welcoming. We've been to Bombing. Welcome. So far, where we have gone, it's welcoming. Everyone loves this idea because we are tired of politics. We are tired of divisive politics. How in the world some people feel that the government is just for some people because the government doesn't know what we want. We have to tell the government what we want. So even if the government is doing something right now, it's going to be done in a particular area of Liberia. And other people that do not live in that area, who do not have the benefit, they feel that the government is only for certain people and not for them. So our organization is saying it has to be a consensus among us. So if we say road connectivity, it's going to be done every major highways in Liberia. In that way, we all benefit from the resources of this country together. We are one people. So if one person cries, it's going to be the cry of every Liberian. If one person enjoys, it's going to be the enjoyment of everybody. If we say we want, in this area, in this district, we want maybe public bathrooms, it means that it's going to be done in every county. So if I leave from here and go to Broad Street in Maserado, I will feel like I'm in Gbarnga because if I want to go to a public bathroom on Broad Street, I don't have to worry about asking somebody to use their bathroom. I can go to a public bathroom because it is there. So that is what our organization is advocating for, so that Liberians, we can build a better future for our children.
Okay, sir, my name is Melvin Sako, and I work for Across Africa Network. Now, the issue about government is continuity, and it needs to do with probably where the past government, quote-unquote, embarked on the construction of road connectivity in the country. And right now, people may say that the real-led administration is trending on the same path, but don't you see, as an organization, don't you see continuity in terms of development, the developmental process of Liberia? Don't you see that working in the country?
Well, for now, let us assume, just for the benefit of the doubt, that WIA is doing extremely well. Let us assume that, because I don't want to dive into politics. This is not about politics. It's about the welfare of the Liberian people. But just for the benefit of the doubt. Now, every government that comes in office, they come with their national agendas, which has not worked for us. It's all promises. Now, the WIA-led government may be constructing roads right now, but the WIA-led government is going to leave. And their national agenda is different from the government that will be coming after. the we are government, because every government has their own national agenda. It's different from each other, right? Now, with this platform, what we are saying, if we have this issue, right now we have these laws put in place, we're going to make sure, since we have not made wishes to our government previously, where this government has stopped, it is a need of the people. We need roads. No Liberian is going to argue with that. Wherever the we are government is going to stop in terms of road development, we are going to make sure as Liberian that is going to be one of the priorities. Because we will not come, we have stopped halfway and then we leave it undone. No, we are going to make sure it is going to be one of the top priorities, so that the next government that is coming in, it is now going to be part of their job description. Because we don't know if their national agenda includes road connectivity. I hope you understand. So this system is going to be a system that is going to, it's a nation building, let me put it that way, it's a nation building approach for this country, which I believe very strongly that we need. It's going to unite us. And let me talk about, something very important. What makes this platform very unique? Let us assume I'm part of a different political party, and my political party did not win. The next political party that is coming in, maybe the opposition, as an individual, I have nothing to lose. Because why? We together as one people have one thing in common. And that is part of the job description, which is maybe good healthcare or the economy. Once that is done by the opposition, as an individual, even though I am part of a different political party, which is my constitutional right, I will still benefit from good economy. If it is road, I will still benefit. Even the baby will benefit from good road infrastructure. So that's one of the things that make our platform very unique, because no one is left out. We all stand to gain.
Okay. My name is Albert Fania from Ducor TV. According to you, calling on President George, we are including other government officials to join you. Now, have you been able to engage the government of Liberia about your organization and your platform? If yes, what are responses you getting from them?
Well, we are just launching initially. I believe where they are listening. And we made sure, first of all, we collaborate, have article of incorporation, make sure we pay taxes, register our organization to make sure that we are legal. We have the legal authority to do what we are doing. Now, by them hearing us now, we hope and we believe that this is going to make governance easy in this country. Because you will not be doing something and you have that much criticism from opposition. As you can see today, every issue in Liberia is prioritized, it's first priority. When the government does healthcare, for example, someone is going to come out and say, no, the government should be doing roads. When the government is doing roads, someone is going to come out and say, no, the government should be doing the economy. When the government is doing economy, say, no, it should be electricity and water. That's confusion. The government does not function in that way. So, we want good governance, and this is one of the ways we can do it. And that's why I'm calling on President Weah and other government officials to join us. This is not, now, let me make this very clear. This is one of the reasons we did not launch in Monrovia or Maserati, because this is not about Amanda Awetu. That's the one that is destroying the fabric of good ideas that will come to help the Liberian people. This is about the Liberian people. It is not about Amanda Awetu. So by the time we get to Monrovia, which will be there this coming Monday, people will have understood our message and our platform. So when you come with Amanda Awetu, you know that we don't need you. We want good things for Liberia. We want to develop our country. So the government, we are calling on them. Even though we have not talked to government officials individually, but through this medium, through this platform, we are calling on every Liberian, not only government officials, every Liberian to join us. Those in the diaspora, join us. You can reshare right now, but your finances can help us. My own
Yeah, Mr. Tom, what you say essentially is that Liberians should be able to vote based on the real issues, and those issues should come from themselves, not from the politicians, right?
Yes.
So I mean, no, I mean that's a very good idea that Liberians will embrace, but um, a lot of people right now commenting here are concerned as to whether organization, is going to endure because there are where organizations like this have come, but then later on they kind of diverted their goal. Kind of, they subsequently get involved into politics, maybe declaring support for a particular political party and all of that. So, what do you have to say about that? And moreover, what is your prospects about this organization?
Well, that's a very good concern. It is legitimate. With our organization, with our platform, like I have said or earlier on stated, this is non-partisan. And I don't stand to gain anything in terms of political power or gaining, relevance. No. This is about the Liberian people. And when I'm advocating for Liberians, I put my money where my mouth is. That is why so far, no one has ever given me a dime. It is my own money. It's not that I'm rich, but this is for the Liberian people. So you should know, I want to make this clear to every Liberian, that no politician can ever buy me when it comes to this, because I am convicted that Liberians, we need to go forward. We cannot continue in poverty, hardship. Look at Guinea, for instance. Look at Ghana, for instance. Look at Nigeria. They just got their independence. What are they doing right and prospering, developing their country that we are not doing? We are smart people. We were first to gain in this part of the world. We should be the end, and that's what we stand to put in place. So I will not be influenced by politics.
Finally, from my end, how could you compromise a situation where government has decided to support your effort and then they want to have the kind of influence over your institution?
Well, that is where the problem is, because that's not going to. If the influence that is coming from the government or politicians is in the interest of the Liberian people, indeed, we welcome every good ideas that can move us forward. But if it is an idea that is politically motivated because of an individual interest, we are not interested in that.
Meaning you will not accept such
We will not accept such support. No matter, we can let us struggle, but we will not take such money. Like for now, the petition that we have, I'm also going to make this clear. In case any organization wants to partner with us, the petition we have, first and foremost, is to put these laws on the books and create a platform where Liberians can be able to make their wishes. Now that we have the idea as to how Liberians can make their wishes democratically, that is what we are looking for. Secondly, we want these laws in place that will create this requirement to be a responsibility for our government. So anything other than that on this petition is not going to work. So if you are coming to join us, please just note that this is what we stand for and this is what we support. If you have any other thing that you want the government to do, we strongly advise and recommend that first join us to put these laws and this platform in place so that tomorrow, whatever issues that you have for the government to resolve, you can go through this channel. It is going to be democratic. All you need to do, if you want a salary reduction, you want dual citizenship, all you need to do, go there and put that on that platform. Let Liberians make the decision. And if it comes first, second, third, if it is among those issues During election time, 2 months before we vote, it will be sent to election commission. And that will be notarized, turned over to the incoming government. And that's what the government is going to do. And that is what we are about. Because too much politics. Liberians, we are noted for knowing too much and talking too much. But yet, our country is sinking in poverty. So, definitely, those kind of support we do not need.
Okay, and so finally, before leaving, Mr. Tanu, I do understand that this civic education process continues in Monrovia. So, do you mind telling the viewers or our followers, you know, how it's going to be like in Monrovia?
Well, tomorrow, I can say on Monday, which date is it? We're October. That's it. Is it fair or safe?
Yeah, to the
On Monday, we will be in Monrovia, and we will be going from market to market. We will be in Red Light. We'll be going to Douala. We'll be on Broad Street. We'll go to Joba Market. We are going across the city. And you will see, just as you have seen in other videos, educating our people as to what it means to vote and how rich you are and how we have provided you the opportunity to reach within your vote. You want skyscrapers, it's in your vote. If you want road connectivity, it's in your vote. Whatever you want is in your vote, and we have cracked your vote open. So join us. We are even anticipating that we can have more people to join us, more manpower, volunteers, so that we can go from door to door, from community to community, even have people speak their own vernacular to their people so that they can understand this process. Because once we have these laws on the books, every government that is going to come in from now on, they will not leave us empty-handed. We need to put in place once the laws. After that, it's continuous. Every government that comes, the laws are there. 2 months before we vote, our issues are turned over to incoming government or election commission. After we vote, those are turned over to the incoming government on inauguration day. And then, that is the job description for the next government that is coming in.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having me.
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, that's the voice of Mr. Emmanuel Tanu. He's the CEO of the Liberian Advocates for Change through Social Justice and Human Rights. This organization is a newly established organization that's been launching in various counties. Lofa County was the initial venue for the launch of this organization. And Bong County, we've been in Bong County, we've been in Palala, we've been in Zozo. This organization has been in Swakoko as well. So many thanks to all of you. I mean, the message is clear. Just follow the message and, you know, try to dissect and analyze it. If it is good for you, well, just go right there on the platform. It's www.wakeupliberia.com and, you know, make your own proposition and recommendation, and definitely the Liberian government is going to embrace it, because you, the people, have the power. That's what the Constitution of the Republic says. The power is inherent within the people, not within the government. So you elect the government, you have the power to elect the government, and once you give the recommendations to do certain things, they must do it. Okay, so thank you for being there, and it's been a wonderful time being with this team. Catch you up on another happening live from Monrovia or in any part of Liberia. It's been a pleasure. Goodbye, and thanks for following.